One more heat race to go, and qualifying action will be complete here at Thunder Mountain. Started hot laps 1 hour ago, so the show moving right along tonight. Pops Automotive's factory stocks now on the Speedway on the pole. Last week we had some bad luck. He'll look to right it this week in the number 28, Fast Frank Mills Jr. Fast Frank out of Marathon, New York. To his outside, Bob Mills. Won the heat race last week in the number 24. The rivalry between these two is intense, and they'll start right next to each other. The 57 ND of Jason Rhodes and the 187V of Buck Mills Jr. And some family ties in the last row. Lance and Albanese in the 14A. And Dominic Albanese in the 72A as they come to green. Fast Frank will get jumped by another pair of Mills, Bob and Buck. Bob Mills will hold the lead over Buck. Fast Frank and Rhodes will get together one more time. So Frank Mills will hold the 3 spot, but here comes Rhodes to the bottom. Off of 2, Rhodes unable to get underneath the 28. This time he will, as Frank will bobble up on the top side. Something going amiss on the 28. That car comes off the pace. He'll keep it rolling. Will he be able to limp to the pit area in time? He'll take it to the infield, and we'll stay green. You'll go yellow. We'll go yellow. Field coming up just a little too quick on the slow 28 machine. Something going amiss on Mills, and he needed to get that car off the speedway in a hurry. Special announcement for 50-50 tonight. 50-50 will be sold at the main gate only due to unforeseen circumstances. We apologize for the inconvenience, but 50-50 will be at the main gate. So if you're going to make a stop out to the Sugar Shack or the concession stand, get in on the 50-50, get in on the money and the tickets. Fast Frank gets his car back up to speed, and we'll come back to green. Bob Mills and Buck Mills Jr. showing the way as Lance and Albanese will get around Rhodes for the 3 spot, and Rhodes a little off the pace. Something amiss on the 57 ND as Dami Tsunami will get underneath him in the 72A. Move Dominic Albanese into the 4 spot. Rhodes with a flat right rear on the Holcomb 57 ND. He will go pit side. His heat race will end right then and there. Back out throwing a 3-car battle. Now a 2-car battle for a moment as Lance and Albanese gets a little loosey-goosey off of 4. Those Cooper Cobras not quite hooking up to expectation. Four in the books, 4 to go for the factory stocks. Bob Mills won the heat race last week, found problems in the feature. This week he'll look to continue the success into the 15-lap feature. Buck Mills Jr. still pressuring Bob. Top 3 in a little bit of a world of their own right now. Fast Frank gets around Dominic Albanese for the 4 spot. Two laps to go for the factory stocks, and everybody finding their groove. Lance and Albanese will take a peek to the inside of Buck Mills Jr., but not enough of momentum to make a pass stick there. And Bob Mills will see the white flag. Last lap of qualifying action for the night here on the mountain. It's been all Bob Mills so far. He jumped out to the early heat race lead over Fast Frank Mills. And a pair of Mills will come to the checkered flag. Maybe I spoke too soon. No, I did not. Bob Mills will win. Buck Mills Jr. second. Lance and Albanese third. Frank Mills will be scored in 4th. Dominic Albanese and Jason Rhodes complete the field and complete qualifying action. With that, ladies and gentlemen, 2 races remain. 15 laps apiece for the Pops Automotive Factory stocks and for the Open versus Crate Sportsman. Again, a reminder for those of you calling in tonight and heading home from the Speedway, 79 West is closed. It's also close to Richard. Drive home safe and hope you enjoyed your night at the Thunder Mountain Speedway. 2 races left. We'll remind you of a few upcoming events. Regular weekly racing resumes next weekend, Saturday, May 28th, Sunday, May 29th. Thunder in the Mud. We'll have dirt truck classes from your daily drivers to a completely wide open class, Pro Stock, Big Block, Small Block, 4, 6-cylinder, Outlaw Pro Stock, UTVs, ATVs, bikini contest, cash prizes, and much more. $15 at the main gate, $20 at the pit gate, $20 per vehicle to get in. Join us here on the mountain as we get down and dirty with Thunder in the Mud. Factory Stocks lineup looks like this. On the pole in the number 24, it's going to be Bob Mills, to his outside, the 187V of Buck Mills Jr. Starting third in the 14A, this is Lance and Albanese, and to his outside, the 28 of Frank Mills Jr. Tsunami Dominic Albanese will start fifth in the 72A, and to his outside, the 57ND, the Holcomb-owned car of Jason Rhodes. $15 laps to determine full fendered and street tire supremacy. Who can hook up these Cooper Cobras the best? We're about to find out. A pair of Mills will lead us down through turns 3 and 4. Bob Mills will fire, and we're underway. Buck Mills Jr. gets the whole shot through turns 1 and 2. Fast Frank Mills and Jason Rhodes get together in the backfield. Mills off the pace, but he'll resume. Out front, it's Mills Jr., Buck Mills Jr. over Bob Mills. Lance and Albanese in third. Dominic Albanese in fourth as Jason Rhodes will go by at the line to take the 4 spot. Frank Mills completes the field. Oh, hang on, Dominic. He gets sideways. Tsunami rides the wave and saves that car. Through 3 and 4. Down in the turns 3 and 4. Buck Mills Jr., Bob Mills, Lance and Albanese right on top of each other. Bumper to bumper down the front straightaway. Everybody hustling the high groove right now. Oh, Bob Mills hustles it a little bit too hard. And now here comes Lance and Albanese trying to get underneath him. Frank Mills has a problem. He's on the top side of turns 1 and 2. Looks like that might cause a caution at the line. Bob Mills is second. Will grab the lap and the yellow will fly. So Frank Mills comes off the pace down the back straightaway. Something amiss on the 28. Seems like that car having some gremlins that have not quite yet been sorted out. So 1 lap to go for the factory stocks, Pops Automotive Factory Stocks. Bob Mills, Buck Mills Jr., front row. Buck Mills, the leader. He elects to take the high side. Lance and Albanese, Jason Rhodes, Dominic Albanese, and Frank Mills complete the field. They come down through turns 3 and 4. Buck Mills will fire, and we're back underway. 3 wide at the line for the 2 spot. Was for first for a moment. Jason Rhodes, Bob Mills, Lance and Albanese still 3 wide for the 2 spot down the back straightaway. Still 3 wide. Might go 3 wide for almost a lap here. Oh, Rhodes has to back out of it. He'll try to come back through the middle. Albanese will shut the door, where Rhodes has the momentum, and he'll try to make something happen on the top. He'll take third at the line, but Albanese comes right back on the bottom. He'll try to shut the door on Rhodes. Can't quite do it. They'll make some contact down the back straightaway. Albanese underneath Bob Mills, Buck Mills Jr. If he knew what was going on behind him, he'd be smiling in delight. This is going to allow the 187V to run away. Rhodes tries to get under Bob Mills and Lance and Albanese. Can't quite do it. Albanese now underneath the 24 of Bob Mills. He'll throw it in, throw the slider, and it's right on the money. He'll clear Bob Mills, but here comes Mills with the crossover. Mills does not get enough drive to make it stick. He'll slide back to third. Right on the tail bumper of the 14A of Albanese. Albanese down through 3 and 4. He'll try to challenge Buck Mills Jr. off the corner. We're halfway down, halfway home. Lance and Albanese and Buck Mills Jr. now battling for the top spot. Albanese looks underneath Mills through 3 and 4. Can't quite do it. Side by side through 1 and 2 last time by. 5 laps to go for the Pops Automotive Factory stocks. Albanese all over the rear bumper of Buck Mills Jr. through 1 and 2, but he doesn't quite get the run through 3 and 4. This time he does. He'll pull within a car length of Buck Mills Jr. The 187V and the 14A doing battle through 1 and 2. Albanese shows the nose, but he gets a little too loose on corner exits. That car just a touch free, and Albanese so close to having an opportunity to get a chance on Buck Mills Jr. Mills Jr. will bring it down through 1 and 2. Albanese down low. Albanese shows him a nose, but not enough to pull alongside. Albanese will try again in 3 and 4. They'll slide up door to door, but Mills Jr. will clear him with 2 laps to go. Mills Jr. now going to try the bottom, see what's cooking down there. That's going to allow Albanese to pull right up to the door of Mills, and now he's right on the bumper. Albanese in the 3 and 4 again. He'll try to throw the slider. Not enough juice on that one. Mills Jr. will clear him once again at the white flag. Buck Mills Jr. and Lance and Albanese making this one a good one. Jason Rhodes with a right rear flat tire. His night will come to an end. Through 3 and 4 for the final time. Buck Mills Jr., Lance and Albanese stand by. Scorers Tower at the line. Buck Mills Jr., your Pops Automotive Factory Stock feature winner. Lance and Albanese will come home just barely in second. Bob Mills third. Frank Mills fourth. And Dominic Albanese completes the top 5. Jason Rhodes completes the field. So how about it, folks? A thrilling 15-lap feature for your Pops Automotive Factory stocks. Buck Mills Jr., your feature winner.